Tanzi, bonjour, bonjour, hello. My name is Nicole Joy-Fraser. I'm also known as Rainbow Lightning Spirit Woman, Makwadodam. I am very grateful to be here today speaking with you. My lineage is from Treaty 8 territory, Horse Lake First Nation, which is Cree and Dene Zaa, or Beaver, and Métis. Then on my birth father's side, I am settler, Eastern European and French is what we think. I am also the mother to Azawe Benesenene, Blue Thunderbird man. He's 5. And partner to Jason Chesworth, who's a very talented artist as well, and jack of all trades, who is helping me today with all the behind the scenes. He's my crew, my stage manager, company manager. I'm speaking with you from the beautiful territory of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Ottawandaron peoples, Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario. I've been living here for about 6 years. Moved here from Toronto when I found out I was pregnant with my son. And it's been wonderful feeling welcomed and feeling like a community has evolved here since that time. Thank you to ArtsCan for the invitation to share my story and some songs with you. That first song that you just heard is a welcome song that I wrote, and I like to say I birthed. I had just started feeling more comfortable with sharing songs publicly, and there were a lot of invitations that were happening. People sort of hearing through the grapevine that I was a singer, that I was an Indigenous artist, and was given the space to share and open and close a festival in nearby St. Catharines for the In the Soil Arts Festival. At first, when they asked me, they said, would you just open and close? And I knew some songs that would be appropriate. And then I had a little voice inside of me that said, why don't you write a song for this event? Think about it. And as a place that is recognized as original homelands of the Anishinaabe, the Mississauga is a new credit. I wanted to pay homage to that, and thought the Anishinaabe Maoan that you hear would be useful in recognizing that stewardship. And so what I'm saying is, welcome, good grandmothers, Nokumisak, Bindigin, Nokumisak. Welcome, good grandfathers, Bindigin, Mishomisak, and Bindigin, Danwemak is welcome, all of creation. And it's really a way of honoring time and space and land when we sing these opening songs at gatherings or welcome song. So it's also recognizing not just my own ancestors, but everyone's ancestors who walk with them, seen and unseen, and everybody coming from everywhere. So that was my intention when I wrote it, and when I was thinking about it and this song came to me, and I had my tobacco to say, okay, what can I say? I tried not to think about it too much. I just let my heart guide me, and my spirit I really trusted in that tobacco, that a song would come, and it did. So I was really, really grateful for that. I also had the help of, I have a couple of different hand drums in my life. The one that you saw at the beginning is the first hand drum that I ever made. There was a workshop held nearby in Niagara-on-the-Lake where we learned how to make these. So with this, the teaching that I have is, when you make your first drum, you gift it to someone, and it becomes a part of their bundle. So while I was making it, I thought of my partner, who supports me and helps me in so many ways. And he's the father of blue thunderbird man who you see there, Azawi Bene Senene. So when I made the drum, I didn't actually have a vision of anything being on it. I was just so focused on creating it, and I was so excited to be with, there was a whole group of us making them together. And I gave it to him for his birthday. And it was his idea. He said, oh, it'd be great if we could get an image of our son on there. So Father's Day was coming up in June. I thought that'll be his Father's Day gift. I approached a wonderful artist from Kettlestoney Point First Nation, Moses Lunham. I just knew he would be the one to speak to about it, because there are these thunderbird eggs up in their community, or over in their community. And for you guys, it'd be like down south. So just on the beautiful shores of Lake Huron. I thought that seems right, because we have this thunderbird in our family, and I've seen a lot of his paintings. They're beautiful. So I said, I trust you with whatever vision you have. Can you design this? So I love how it's not only acknowledging the thunderbird, but acknowledging the different directions and the races of man, so like that medicine wheel, and the water, which is very important. So looking at it is that reminder of the life that this drum has, and the spirit that this drum has. Those are my teachings, that our drums carry their own spirit, and we feast them and honor them, and we give thanks. And if you do that, they'll look after you. So I knew that in spending that time with this drum, and with all of my drums, that songs come. You build a relationship with it, and with them, and you treat it like that. That is like the face of the drum. So when we have it, just put it there. I would never do that. It's okay. It's not gonna bother it. But this is nicer just for the face to be up. And I'm still learning so much of this. It's been a short time of learning everything, because I wasn't raised with my culture. I was what they call a 60s scoop. Even though I was born in 78, I'm a part of that umbrella of children and babies that were raised in non-Indigenous homes. So it's been quite the journey reclaiming my identity as an Indigenous person, as an artist. And I wouldn't be here today sharing all of this with you if it wasn't for the culture and those traditional teachings. About a month into the pandemic, I was recognizing that I was feeling a lot of shifts in my own coping, mental health in general, and was recognizing all the symptoms of grief. I had lost a really important contract. It was going to be 9 months of work, like a dream job that I had lined up to work with the Stratford Festival. I had so much excitement around that, and the prospect of doing the Res Sisters with this incredible cast. Anyways, there were a lot of things I had to learn how to let go of. And I knew that in order to do that and deal with the grief and overcome everything I was reading in the news and witnessing on social media, there was a lot going on for all of us. And this lockdown, the quarantine, all those things, I knew I was going to need to turn to my bundle to help with the triggering and the anxiety and the sadness. So there was a lot emotionally that was going on, and my bundle and the drums that I carry were a way in coping with that. And there was a melody that started to surface when I was doing that more often, and smudging and taking that time for reflection. So the more I sang it, the more it turned around and looped in my head, and the more I played. We're very lucky where we are here in Niagara that I could go outside and spend time taking in nature and the land. And we live right by Niagara River. So taking that time to let go of those tears and heal, that song was birthed. And it felt like when I was singing it, it gave me a sense of I'm going to get through this. I don't know why I've sensed this, even though I feel terrible. I don't know what's going to come. That it brought me back to the moment, into the now, and it reminded me it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And so I called it the Song of Hope. And now when I sing it, I understand that that came out of recognizing my own resilience, but also the resilience of my ancestors and everything, all the hardship, all the challenges that they've gone through. And, it's so much a part of our art as artists, as performers, when we're telling stories and sharing that all the time, recognizing our history as a people and as Indigenous people, what we've been through, having that as a reminder that that resilience is why I'm here today has really helped me. So I hope you can recognize that when you hear this song. And this song is also meant to be a hope for you. It's a prayer for you as we move through this time. And anytime that you're going through, anytime you're having a challenge, I offer this song for you to learn and help you get through. Miigwech, 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 miigwech. Keenan Naskomatin. all my relations. I'd like to thank all of you for joining me and hearing my story. I encourage you to turn to your, I guess, turn to your traditions and any of songs, and even in creating of your own songs. I didn't always sing like this. I didn't even know about hand drumming 10 years ago. This is all such a new thing for me, but it's just felt right for my journey and my story. And the more you can tune in to, I think there's a real power in turning to what our ancestors did, and not just to make not just to help your own journey and your identity and who you are, but there's a real power in moving forward with something of tradition and rejuvenating that. The spiritual nature of that will empower you, and for those yet to come, those little ones that are always watching us to see what's going to happen next. I hope that you can recognize that in reviving our cultural traditions and any sort of legacy that your family or community has, it will just help you in your bundle, in your personal bundle, in your journey. And things can come out of that. There'll be new creativity that will come forth. And so I encourage you to remain open to the possibility of, your own songs and where you come from, and the language, whatever language is within your blood. Like, I can't wait to go to Alberta to learn more of my original language. But if you have access to that, turn to your elders and knowledge keepers, and they can share that with you and inspire you, because that just happens for me when I take that time, and that's how those songs have been birthed. I'm going to close with it's the same song you heard at the beginning, but what I've done is I've changed the beginning. Instead of saying welcome, I say thank you. I say miigwech in Anishinaabe, and that's giving thanks for the gathering, for your time, for being here. And it's something we do when we sort of wrap up the gathering and everyone goes off into their own separate lives and their own way, and wishing you good health, that you get home safely, and that you go in, that you leave with good mind, good heart, good spirit. So I'm saying thank you, good grandmothers. Thank you, good grandfathers. Thank you, all of creation. Thank you to you for joining me. Thank you, ArtsCan. And thank you to all of creation, Mother Earth, Grandfather Sun, to the water, for all the sustenance. Thank you, Creator, for what you provide. And may you continue to be well on your journey. This is Miigwech song.
sketch.